Hello, it's me, the ukulele teacher, here to teach you how to play Better Together by Jack Johnson. So, grab your uke, make sure it's in tune, and if you need help tuning your uke, then please be sure to download my free app, the Ukulele app, right now, and when it is in tune, your uke should sound like this. Just in case you haven't heard the song for a while, I'm going to play you through a quick intro, verse, and chorus to give you a rough idea of how the song should sound when you've learned it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I can sing, but I can try for your heart. Our dreams and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone love in. Love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go and how come it's so hard. It's not always easy and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at the stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. At the end of the video, I'm going to teach you how to play the cool intro riff. If you want to learn that bit first, then skip ahead to this point now. Otherwise, these are the chords you'll need for the song, and if you already know them, then skip ahead now. To play the chord of F, put your first finger on the first fret of the second string. Then add your second finger to the second fret of the fourth string, and the chord of F should sound like this. To play the chord of A minor, just lift up that first finger, and the chord of A minor should sound like this. To play the chord of D minor, go back to that F shape, but this time add your third finger to the second fret of the third string, and the chord of D minor should sound like this. To play the chord of C, put your third finger on the third fret of the first string, and the chord of C should sound like this. To play the chord of B flat, bar the first and second strings on the first fret with your first finger. That means you push down on both strings at the same time. Then add your second finger to the second fret of the third string and your third finger to the third fret of the fourth string, and the chord of B flat should sound like this. And to play the chord of G minor, put your first finger on the first fret of the first string, your second finger on the second fret of the third string, and your third finger on the third fret of the second string, and the chord of G minor should sound like this. Now basically, all the way through all of the verses, and even the bits in between the verses, you repeat this chord sequence again and again. F to A minor to D minor to C, then B flat to F to G minor to C. The strumming pattern that I play on each chord is just down, up, down, up. I play one quiet down, up, and one loud down, up. Like this. Down, up, 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 down. So let's practice playing that on the F to A minor to D minor to C, like this. Then let's practice playing it on the B flat to F to G minor to C, like this. Then let's put the whole thing together and play it through twice, like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. So now let's play that whole pattern through 4 times, and we've got the verse. Let's play it through together, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I can sing, but I can try for your heart. Our dreams and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone love in. Love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go and how come it's so hard. It's not always easy and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. Now you've got that pattern down, you know all of the verses and even that little instrumental piano bit in between the verses. So now let's move on to the chorus. And the good news is there are just two chords here, the chords of B flat and C. And here, instead of playing C like this, we actually play it by just sliding the whole B flat shape up 2 whole frets like this, 1, 2. Because that way you can get that nice sliding effect between the C to B flat. Basically, the chorus is just B flat to C played through 4 times. Here I do that nice and simple down, down, up, up, down, up strumming pattern once on each chord. But for the last note of each chord, I slide up or down to the 2nd fret, so I get that sort of in-between note between the B flat to C, like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And when you can play that through 4 times, you've got your chorus. It should sound like this. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at the stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. So now you know all of the verses and how to play the chorus. Now we need to learn the bridge. For the bridge, you return to the down, down, up, down, up strumming pattern, but instead of playing B flat to C all the way through, you play G minor to C 4 times through, then you play B flat to C twice through, then you play the whole pattern once on D minor and end with 1 downstroke on a G. So if we put that all together, we'll hear that the bridge is the part that goes like this. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep, hey now, and when I wake up you look so pretty, sleeping next to me, but there is not enough time, there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say, but I will still tell you one thing, we're better together. And then basically you end the song by repeating that main pattern once more. And if you like, you can play the intro over the top of it, which I'm about to teach you right now. The intro is actually a lot easier to play than it sounds. What you need to do is bar the 1st and 2nd strings with your 1st finger. That means you push down on both strings at the same time. Make sure that bar's nice and tight, because all we're going to be doing all the way through the intro is just sliding it up and down that fretboard. Start off with that bar on the 8th fret and pick the 2nd string, but slide it up to the 10th fret, like this. Then immediately pick the 1st string, which should already be on the 10th fret. Then do it again, but this time backwards, down to the 8th fret, like this. So you slide up from the 8th to 10th, then do the same again, but back to the 8th. Then do the same again, but down to the 5th fret, and then down to the 3rd fret, like this. Then you just go back up to the 5th fret, up to the 8th fret again, up to the 10th fret, and back to the 8th fret. So sliding that bar up and down the fretboard, you basically just play the 1st and 2nd strings, start on the 8th fret and slide up to the 10th fret, then down to the 8th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, 8th fret. And once you play the intro through, you just go straight into verse 1. So put it all together, and that's how to play Better Together by Jack Johnson. I've been the Ukulele Teacher. If you have any requests for future lessons, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I love you all, and I wish you the best.